Rani, your question was, I'd like to know and become more aware of my sexual neediness and projections and demands towards men. Really good question, and I was hoping to get to answer you in a single session, actually. But if I can give you just a couple of pointers. Look at the lack of relationship with your father and how much hurt you have associated inside of that sort of hurt child feeling that you have associated with that. And then also look at the amount of rage your mother has towards men, and you can see that's a doubling up now. If you actually had a good relationship with a man, you would have also received your mother's rage. Does that make sense? No? Doesn't make sense? No. This is a lot of people don't realise this. Here's Rani, the child, right? Here's the absent. In your case, how long's Dad been absent?
He was never there, only there for birthdays.
Only there for birthdays?
Yeah.
All through your entire life?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he never really has engaged you emotionally?
Not until recently.
On any level, until recently, yeah. Which is actually probably an indication that you're starting to deal with a few of these things, which is good. And then your mum, how does she feel about men? You know what she feels about men? She's pretty angry.
She's angry.
With men, right?
Yep, very.
Yeah, very angry. Okay, so if you had a good relationship with a man, then can you see you would have earned your mother's disapproval?
Yep.
Because she's angry with men. She wants you to be angry with men too.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then with your dad, you have all these feelings of he doesn't want me, he doesn't care about me, all those feelings. Yep. Now, what you do to avoid those feelings is you project sexually what you've learnt to do, and your mum does it too, by the way, so you learnt it from her as a behaviour. You project a sexual emotion at a man, and that makes him, that makes him feel that sexual feeling. So now he's getting a feeling that he wants to engage you, and in return you get an engagement. You get some approval emotionally in return. The stuff that you've been looking for that you didn't get in your childhood. Does that make sense? Which is actually not the sexual thing you want from the man. It's all to do with all the things you missed out with your dad. Approval, acceptance from a male, feeling like you have worth with regard to a male. And so you're going to find you're going to be going through a lot of emotions about your own feelings of a lack of worth with men.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep. But the reason why, the question you had is, why do I project the sexual emotion? It's because you know that most men will respond to it.
Yep.
And your mum taught you this behaviour because that's exactly what she does. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's a very learned behaviour, very young, and so it's automatic for you almost.
That's what I feel. It's like...
Yep.
It's
just automatic, and then you realise, and the thing is to stop it and go, okay, all I'm feeling here is I'm feeling the loss of a man's real love, approval, attention, and in the end there's a deep feeling of inside of yourself, second chakra stuff, of hurt about yourself, that you don't have any value with men. And it's also been the major reason why you get angry with men. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so you've had a lot of anger with men in the past, you know that.
Yep.
And that's because, there's been this real neediness there, and when it wasn't met, bang, straight away into the rage. And your mum has modelled that behaviour to you because that's exactly also what she does. Yeah. So there's going to need to be some forgiveness of mum through the process, because a lot of this behaviour was created by mum and also by the absent dad, the dad who didn't care about you. He didn't act like he cared about you, so don't think that he did.
I know. I'm just starting to realise that.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Does that help?
Yeah, completely.